This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, February 20th. I'm here with Stephanie and Erica. Brandon is out on assignment. He's interviewing Ben Affleck.
Nice.
Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, he's in New York.
I didn't know that.
You were out doing your own little assignment.
I know.
I don't want to say
It's a
little.
secret.
Yeah, it was, yes, it's a feel-good story that I'm really excited for people to see.
I'm excited about it too. You gave me a little teaser, but that's it. So I'm excited. You got to stay tuned for that. All right, guys, we begin. It's been a roller coaster week of the man we just said, Ben Affleck. He's been coming clean about his alcohol abuse and telling Diane Sawyer when he knew things actually got out of control. Let's watch.
I started to drink more and more and more, and it was really hard for me to accept that that meant I was an alcoholic. I was like, I can just go back. I was fine before. And I started to drink every day. And I come home from work and I start to drink, and I just sit there and drink till I pass out on the couch.
And Ben also talked about not repeating his father's mistakes. Let's watch.
Divorce is very painful, and alcoholism are very painful. They just are. You know, if there's something that your child is suffering, that's a level of pain that is just not easily gotten past, not easily forgiven, not easily forgotten.
So, Erica, you were gone a couple days. He's got a new movie coming out. It's all about like his comeback. He's a coach where he is drinking and dealing and struggling with the same thing, alcohol abuse. I say good on Ben Affleck, obviously.
Yeah, you know, when people are going through things, especially like alcoholism, and alcoholism runs in my family. I was about 11 years old when my parents first sat me down and had that conversation about that. So it's a very hard thing, especially when you never stop being an alcoholic. Like, you never stop. It's not like you're cured one day.
Yeah.
So the idea of people speaking out about it is very generous to share your testimony in that way. And to me, it feels like if you can talk about it and possibly help someone else, then it doesn't have you the way that it once had you. You can kind of release that part of it. So I always appreciate when someone's so generous about things like that, because I think it helps a lot of people.
Especially their struggles.
Right.
Yeah, and I think Erica's been really honest there when you said that you got sat down and spoken about it because someone in your family had alcoholism. And with Ben Affleck, he was very honest there and said that his father suffered from it. His auntie also, I believe she actually lost her life to that, and his grandmother too. So, I mean, I think obviously this is a pattern that's happened in his family, and he said that he felt so unhappy that that's what he turned to, but now he's trying to turn to honesty, because he says his divorce was the biggest regret of his life. Obviously, he said he never wanted to put his children through what he went through, and he said when he was coming home and he was sat drinking every day until the point where obviously he couldn't remember anything, that was his wake-up call when Jen Garner then left him. So, you know, I think it's very honest, and I think, you know, this movie that Brandon's going to review, I think that, you know, I think it's really important for him, because I think as well it's a way that everyone at home will see his story, and he'll be able to act it so beautifully because it's his life.
Absolutely, and good on him, and I can't wait to see that Brandon interview.
Yeah.
All right, guys, Erica, I want to update you on this too. Yesterday we were upset when the guy charged with throwing his and Drew Carey's ex, Amy Harwick, off her third-floor balcony was released on a $2 million bond. I don't know if you heard that story yesterday. Well, now Garth Pursehouse has been rearrested and is being held without bail this time after being charged with lying in wait, first-degree murder, burglary, and murder, or first-degree burglary and murder. If convicted, he could get the death penalty, and that's in California.
Yeah, that's very alarming that he was released, especially because there was an eyewitness who very much would have been in danger as well, not to mention everyone else that this psychopath could possibly come in contact with. But I'm glad that they're taking this. It's just, will somebody come up with an explanation for why?
That's what we were talking about yesterday, why he got out on bond.
Yeah, but it's the right move to put him back. And anytime someone does something like this, there's no telling what else they're going to do, because clearly they don't care about anything, including themselves.
I mean, when you actually look as well at this story, it's really, really quite scary. So the lady that he killed actually went to the courts and tried to put an order allegedly killed. Went to the courts in 2011 asking for a restraining order, in 2012 asking for a restraining order, and then 2 weeks after that had ran out, this is when this incident has happened. And what's really scary is that they've said, I've never heard of this term before today, it was like lying in wait.
So that means, so instead of just having like coming up on somebody, you know, and like having the accident or thing occur, right, it's premeditated. You're waiting for that person till they get home to commit whatever crime. So it's an additional charge to make things worse for him.
This is what I can't believe. So when they know all of that and they've seen all the background, he should never have been allowed out for bail in the first place, especially when, like Erica said, there was an eyewitness that actually had to flee the scene in order to call the police and try and save her friend. So I just think it's absolutely outrageous. I don't know how that even happened.
I think the only reason he's being rearrested is because of the push by the media, by social media. I think
well, thank God.
They got upset and they're like, how is it, there was a witness there. How is he out on bail? And then they had to get him and do the right thing, but why not just do the right thing the first time?
I have no idea.
Well, at least they got it right. All right, guys, we're gonna switch gears here a little bit. Take a close look at the screen, okay? We're gonna have a little fun with this. Look at that. Who is the real Whitney Houston?
The one on the right.
Really? All right. Well, you guys are right. It's the one on the
Jeff,
right. Or
really?
virtual. Well,
Jeff, you don't think the one on the left is the real
looks kind of waxy too. She looks good in both.
No. That is not wax. That is called black girl magic. That is the giveaway right there. Look at that skin. Look at how that's popping.
They both look beautiful. I'm not going to lie.
Yes, they do.
Well, her virtual version is hitting the road. We've been talking about her hologram tour a lot, and next week it finally kicks off. Some people got a sneak peek, and the reviews are mixed. The LA Times says she sounds great, looks great, but it's still creepy. So would you guys go see this? Her estate, her family, they're down with this.
I love Whitney, and I miss her terribly. I listen to her albums all the time. At first, I thought I would, but really, I want to remember Whitney as she was at the moment in time. All of her songs really reflect where she was, even in the end when she was going through struggles. So I don't know if a hologram will ever capture that type of magic, because Whitney performed from the soul.
Oh, yeah. I love Whitney, too. I'm Your Baby Tonight. It was one of my favorites. What was the name of the album where she sat on a motorbike, and it's a black and white cover? Oh, and it's that I remember my mum playing that album anyway on repeat, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And I was actually playing it the other day, and the person I was with was like, how the hell do you know these lyrics from like 15 plus years ago? But I grew up listening to it.
Yes.
What do you want from me?
Yes.
See, I know it too.
But like, Whitney was never really like the biggest dancer. She was obviously the most amazing vocalist, and she had such incredible stage presence. But I just don't know how much of that you can replicate in a hologram. And apparently the dancers are going to be interacting with her, but it's just never going to be the same. I would much rather stick on The Bodyguard, have a bit of a cry, and relive Whitney that way.
There's nothing going to be better than the real thing, but we had a chance to at least see some of Whitney's greatness in person. I've never witnessed Bob Marley in person. I would love to see a Bob Marley hologram tour.
Would you go and pay for that?
I'd be front row. I don't know if that would matter, but I would be there. I'd be there. I love Bob Marley, and to see him perform and do his thing, I think that'd be amazing. It's better than nothing, right?
But would you know, I just want to put on like a CD at home.
There's so
or play Spotify, rather. That's how old I am. Like, no, put on a CD.
Don't say you're
I put on my records. I get my records.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool, though, isn't it? That's what the really cool people do. They play the record.
All right. Well, let's get this last story. It's kind of along the same lines. Harrison Ford is starring in a live-action version of The Call of the Wild. Only problem is he's not acting with a live dog. You'll see.
Doesn't look like he's ever seen snow before.
How do you feel about an adventure beyond all maps?
We could go, you and I.
Where no one's ever been before.
So is that weird? That's a CGI dog. That's not a real dog. Did you tell?
First, I thought.
Can you tell?
Well, I probably.
What is with you guys?
What can you tell? Are you being serious, Jeff? Come on. You've been spending too much time watching Peppa Pig and that at home with your kids if you think that's real. Come on.
Peppa Pig's not real?
At first I thought this was really weird, but for people who are very, very adamant about using animals or not using animals
on set,
this probably is the wave of the future. I mean, if you wouldn't have said anything, I think it would have taken me a little moment to
I didn't
realize
notice
it.
at first.
Oh,
Well, I wouldn't have been extra like looking at the dog. Is the whole thing about the dog?
Well, it's meant to be, so from what I read,
No, it's
the
like a real
story is
dog.
kind of the dog finding its inner wolf. Rawr. Anyway, that was more of a cat, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, no, that is not a wolf.
But yeah, no, I think obviously Lassie killed it back in the day. But, you know, people don't want to see it anymore. They want to see a dog that can do all the tricks and talk and roam and still come back home to its owner.
Lassie killed it.
Lassie killed it. We're never going to get another Lassie, are we?
Killed him. DBL is live and coming up. Pincay's junk in the trunk can finally be yours. We'll show you the exact replica you can put on. Don't worry, Erica, it's okay. And next, Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop is famous for products that sound made up. So we're playing a game. It's called Dupe or Goop.
Grubhub and No.
So yeah,
You're all caught up.
clearly it's okay.
It's okay. There's a story. It's a. Well, I don't want to ruin it. But you too could have Pincay's junk in the trunk. You'll see. You have to stick around.
Yes. I'm sure a lot of you will be sticking around for that.
Hey,
I've seen it
whatever
and
works.
it's kind of creepy. When you see it, you're going to be like, really? I'll be shocked. I mean, you've got to see it to really understand it. But if people wear that just out and about, I'd be
Wait, we haven't
concerned.
said what it is.
We kind of got it now.
Okay.
Okay.
When you see it, you're going to be like,
Okay,
what?
well, I'm not going to look. Here, you can take it.
Seriously.
So what else is going on?
Well, we missed you, and now we're missing Brandon. So we had Al Jackson on.
We've been shuffling all week.
It's been crazy. Yeah, we had Al on, and everyone was like, "We're so happy to see Al again." So that was cute. But yeah, we missed you.
Well, I missed you guys too. So I apparently am relocating to the West Coast.
you're like, bye.
Well, I was in Oakland on the weekend, and then I went back to San Francisco like 2 days later. And then, this was, so I get to, there's this restaurant at Denver Airport that we all like to stop in before we get on our flight.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And the waiter comes up, always.
She loves
And the
it there.
waiter comes up and goes, he like passes me, and then he comes back and looks, and he's like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like I was
Because
just
it
there
was-
like a couple days before.
That's
Oh,
so
really?
funny.
It's like, why are you back here? I'm like, I'm going back.
When I walk by that place, I think of you. Because remember we met you
The
and Anthony
steak
there,
there
and
is really
I know you go
good.
there all the time.
One year for Christmas break, we all met and had a drink before we got on our separate flights, and it was real. It was probably one of the best
that's
DBL
cute.
memories ever.
Welcome back to DBL. Gwyneth Paltrow might be starting a new trend yet again. Check this out. She recently hosted a makeup-free dinner party with her A-list friends, including Demi Moore. But makeup is one of the many things her empire Goop promotes. Some stuff is bananas. I don't know if it's real or if we're being duped, so let's see if these products are Goop or dupe. You guys ready?
Yes.
These are good. We got our paddles going. First up, the Martini Emotional Detox Bath Soak. They say it centers the body and spirit and takes the edge off during turbulent times.
I'm ready.
Is this Goop or dupe? I don't
Are we
know.
going to do it 3, 2, 1, or are we just
Yeah,
going to do
you
it?
can count us down.
3, 2, 1. Oh. Is it real or not?
I don't know the answer. What do I read? Do I read these out off my card?
It's Goop.
It's
Oh,
real.
it's Goop.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would be real
Ooh,
because
I got it right. I didn't
because
even
it
know
was
I picked.
alcoholic and she doesn't like, she's very like precious about what she puts in her body. So I'm surprised at that one actually.
All right. See, I'm not even looking at the answers. All right. Next, this charcoal-infused activewear removes impurities caused by activity and sweat. Is this Goop or dupe?
I I would love to hope this was real, but I'm just going for it. I'm saying it's a dupe.
I'm gonna go dupe too.
I'm going Goop.
I would love to think it was real, but if it was
Goop or
chocolate
dupe?
infused, it would wash
dupe.
out.
Oh, it's
I was gonna say it'd
dupe.
wash out, but chocolate
really
is
bad at
amazing for
this.
getting impurities out of you. You can take charcoal tablets.
Oh, charcoal.
Charcoal.
Yeah. Yes.
You can take tablets. It's very good for you.
All right,
Just
ready?
saying.
Check this one out. This is a weekly subscription to alpaca milk. They say alpaca is the new almond with this scrumptious and nutritious alternative to dairy milk.
Oh man.
That sounds like my producer Arash wrote that.
I'm gonna go with.
I'll be a dupe.
I really wish it was real, but I think
Let's
she's like
check
a
it out.
vegan, so she's not gonna do that.
Dude.
I finally got one.
They could have, if they didn't put scrumptious in there, I might have.
No, I think because she's a vegan, isn't she? She's not gonna want any animal.
Oh, you're really looking into this.
I've watched all the Goop series. I'm been in the store a few times.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. How about this one? It's a psychic vampire repellent protection mist. It's to banish the emotional vampires that mess with your aura.
Are you ready? Three,
These are the
2,
best. Goop or
1.
dupe?
I'm gonna say it's real.
No way.
I'm gonna say it's real.
Oh, no
What?
What? That's
I'm
crazy.
the loser that actually buys this stuff.
You're gonna buy vampire mist?
I've got mists that are like, cleanse the aura and that from like negative energies.
No,
Yeah.
not vampires.
Energy vampires are real. When you hang out with someone and they drag you down and you feel like, every time you see them, energy vampire.
Oh, I get it.
Energy
I'm
vampire.
gonna get some of that. I'm
I
gonna get
got
some
it.
of that.
Sucking
Okay.
the energy out of you instead of the blood. All right.
Yeah.
Next, everyone knows multivitamins are important. So how about this one? A rose petal and spruce energizing pill.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Who doesn't like rose petal and spruce?
I'm gonna say dupe. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna say goop. That sounds delicious. Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing with like spruce, I don't actually know many of its properties that actually help you. Rose is, however, very good.
All right, let's get this last one in. Finally, antibiotic cream from the venom of the poisonous Cambo frog. The Cambo frog. Is it goop or dupe?
Is it? What is it?
Dude, that frog
gonna
is super poisonous. It's antibiotic cream.
I'm gonna say-
By the way, that's super poisonous frog.
I mean, it's really poisonous, but we also put very unusual things on our face, like
you
canary
can't put
poo.
poison on your face.
Canary poo.
Let's see what it is.
I really hope it's real.
I knew it. Okay, so my Pilates instructor was telling me about this toad wart pill that people take to change their psychological whatever. I don't know, but apparently this is a thing. So I knew it was a Goop.
Somebody's cheering down there. I think.
I'm cheering for myself right now because I never win it, but I'm quite proud that I won the Goop award.
Go put some frog poison on your skin.
Oh yeah, if anyone wants to send me some, I'll have it.
We'll be right back.
This debate got a lot more personal, a lot of attacks and jabs. Now, we broke down a lot of the claims from the candidates online. Right now, though, we're looking at claims from the two candidates who are polling highest. That's former VP Joe Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders.
He has not managed his city very, very well when he was there. He didn't get a whole lot done. He had stop and frisk, throwing close to 5 million young black men up against the wall.
Biden is claiming that while Bloomberg was mayor, 5 million black men were stopped for stop and frisk checks. But that is false. NYPD data and an analysis by the New York Civil Liberties Union show that there were close to 5 million stop and frisk stops total under Bloomberg. But the number of African Americans stopped was closer to 2.6 million, and that's not just men.
Canada can provide universal health care to all their people at half the cost. UK can do it, France can do it, Germany can do it, all of Europe can do it. Gee whiz, somehow or another, we are the only major country on earth that can't do it.
This claim is true, but needs clarification, namely, what is a, quote, major country? The United Nations Human Development Index lists 33 major countries. Now, they determine this list by GDP, GNP, per capita income, and standards of living. The U.S. is the only nation in the, quote, very high human development category on the list that lacks universal health care. So by that source, Senator Sanders' claim is true. Again, folks, this was a quick rundown. There were 2 hours of debate and a lot was said. So check our article for a lot more of the debate. And if you see something you want us to look into, send us an email. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Voila! My name is Desmond is Amazing.
this debate got a lot more personal, a lot of attacks and jabs. Now, we broke down a lot of the claims from the
or go to carshield.com. Get covered today.
Welcome back to DBL. We have so much Kim K news. She's got her own segment tonight. First, this one's for you, Erica. Would you pay well, you were asking about it, not for you. Would you pay $450 to have her butt? A group of artists created a wearable replica. They spent 2 years measuring and monitoring Kim's assets.
Well, Jeffrey, you didn't even have to clarify that it wasn't for me because we all know I am not of need. Okay. No. $450. And let me just tell y'all people who insist on doing these things, you cannot have that much disconnect between your thighs and your booty. You just can't. It all has to go in. There's the natural progression of these things. Now, if you go and do some squats, now you're talking maybe some leg lifts, and then you can put it on. Maybe there'll be a little bit less or more if you aren't God-given. But I'm telling you now, don't do this. It looks like you're wearing a diaper.
All right.
It does look bad.
You talked me out of it. I was going to get one. All right. So Kim and Kanye were spotted locking lips in an elevator in Paris. Love was in the air, but the sweet moment quickly turned sour as Kim left. All right, Kanye left Kim to carry 2 huge bags. I was just trying to look at that as the elevator doors closed on her. Can we see that again? I want to watch that. Can we play that back?
You need to watch the whole clip.
I gotta watch it.
We haven't got the whole clip.
So some people are saying this is set up. Am I right?
I was saying this was set up. I watched this clip multiple times today, and I actually paused it quite a few times, and you could actually see some poor intern laying on the floor that had been told to try and capture this romantic moment, and they're smooching as they come down. The minute the elevator stops, they clearly think, oh, the video's over now, and they kind of stop smooching, so it just shows how fake it was. And then Kanye walks out like looking glee as hell, leaving his missus to pick up the shopping bags and drag them out looking like a moron. I'm sorry, there is a thing called chivalry, and Kanye clearly doesn't have it.
Wow, things got intense.
It infuriated me. I was really mad. I was like, oh, cuties. The minute I saw how fake it was, oh, go home.
Why would they release that video if Kanye didn't grab a bag?
Because obviously some intern posted it it was on her Insta stories, and if it was just shocking. Be more respectful to your wife. Look, honestly, look at his smug little grin. And the other day when we saw them at the side of the basketball court, and the kissogram was on them, and she was trying to kiss him, and he's like, I'm too cool to kiss you. Guess what, Kanye? She's too cool to be with you.
What if he bought him and then we couldn't hear the audio and they were opening and Kim's like, hey, don't worry, I got it. What if she
no.
It's Kim Kardashian. She doesn't need to carry her own bags.
If she got it and said that, that's even more reason to stop down and pick it up. Because I'll be like, oh, babe, I got it. And then he'll do it because he's a man.
Infuriating.
Wow, that got heated. We'll be right back.
No,
I love some chivalry.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Blast. Now, I'm your boy Jeray Banks, and I'm here to guide you through everything that you need to slay your life with all things beauty. Now, today, we're gonna talk a little about something called nails, hunty. Yes, the nail trends have been killing it in 2019, so far as we've even got some players that you wouldn't normally expect slaying the game this year. Now, one trend that's taking over Instagram by storm is the Skittles nail polish trend. Yes, my friend, I said Skittles and not the one you ate. We are not getting into 3D nail art just yet. Now, for this look, all you're going to need is 5 different colors and 5 fingers. You can use different fingers too. If you want to use 3 fingers, you'd be alright. However, all this trend is utilizing different colors on each nail for a fun, flirty look. Now, you can use bright colors, bold colors, opaque, whatever your heart feels or desires for that day. It's going to be very fashion forward. Now, the only bad part to this is if you chip a nail, honey, you better be prepared to have all 5 of those nail polishes in your purse because you're gonna be kind of SOL if it's your pinky color and you only have your ring finger with you on deck, okay? Now, with that being said, everyone's doing this and it looks super fun. I even wanna get in on this nail trend with my girl Melly at Mainstream Nails. What's up, sis? I'm about to see you next week. But even Harry Styles has been getting in on this. Recently, he actually hosted SNL and he killed it with this beautiful Skittles nail trend. His nails truly stole the show in every scene. Now, he even matched up his nails from sparkly sequin jumpsuits to a full-on all-red suit that just simply slayed. Now, the former One Direction singer has been seen using the Skittles nail trend earlier this year. If you might remember, he killed it at Met Gala 2019 with the Skittle nail, but This time at SNL, he really just stepped it up with that boldness a little bit more, and we are a fan huntee. Now, for more Beauty Blast videos or more beauty knowledge in general, make sure you're watching Daily Blast Live or Beauty Blast videos right here, or follow me at Jeray for this slay for more beauty talk. We'll see you guys next time.
New research points to a breakthrough when it comes to the coronavirus that could really help officials try to stop the spread. Let's connect the dots. The New England Journal of Medicine just published the findings that tests can detect the new coronavirus, COVID-19, in people before they show symptoms, though it's still unclear if at that stage people can spread the coronavirus to others. The researchers looked at over 100 people from Germany who were under quarantine and after being evacuated out of Hubei province. 2 of them tested positive before showing any signs of being sick. The concern is, if people can spread this while they have no symptoms, containing the outbreak could be a lot harder than first thought. Needless to say, more research needs to be done. Connecting the dots, I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
I'm Denise Plant. Today we are kicking off Anchor Power Core Ultra High Capacity Portable Charger. You can simultaneously charge any combination of devices. And best of all, this is surge and short circuit protection. Normally this will run as high as $50, but today only $25 with a savings up to 50% off. Next up, our Extreme True wireless stereo earbuds with charging case. Just one touch control so you can answer calls and play that music. Bluetooth can be connected to 2 smartphones. Normally as much as $80, but because it's Steel Blast, $25, savings up to 69% off. Check these out. It's the 10-pack Food Hugger by Faberware reusable silicone food savers. Perfect saver for fruits and veggies. Just push your leftovers into the Food Hugger. It can also be used as reusable container covers. These are so cool. Normally they run as much as $31, but today only $12 with a savings up to 61% off. All right, ladies, you are gonna love this. The Person Lit Nylon Crossbody Bag with Purse Light. They have card slots and compartments to keep you organized. This runs normally as much as $79, but today only $29 with a savings up to 63% off. That's your Deal Blast. To buy these right now, go to morningsave.com and hit Daily Blast Live Deal Blast.
Woohoo, sweet deals.
I'm getting that lit bag because I can never find my credit card when I go to breakfast or lunch alone.
I like that cute avocado thing.
What?
Whack it on your avocado, keep it fresh. Guacamole, come at me.
We'll see you tomorrow.